Somebody comes in, we'll catch them up. The handout that I gave you is twofold. It's got the first group that had a front and back, second group they're stapled together. The first side is your cover sheet. Your cover sheet is very important. This is the most important document you're going to give me every time you take a test, a cover sheet. Okay, they're right there on the corner of the table. Pass them back here. If you didn't get one, raise your hand. We've got a couple of extras up here. The second page is a detailed printout, step by step, of how to take a test. Whether you are on campus or online, this is exactly how you take the test. Every Wednesday, and every Friday, and every fourth week. Every time you take a test, you follow these directions with one or two exceptions, and I'm going to go over those as we go through Canvas. I'm sorry? Oh, I'm Joy Gunter, Gunter, like what used to be the hotel. This is your front page of your speed building Canvas class. All speed building classes funnel into 1291-001. So if you are, and you all are, speed building, you are in this class. You will be responsible for a couple of assignments that I'm going to go over in this class. Even if you're coming to the campus and doing the class live with whomever is dictating, there's still some things on here that you'll be responsible for.
But it won't be hard.
It's very easy.
It won't be hard.
It's very easy. It's good stuff. The first page with the eagle has some information that you need to read. When you get a chance, look at that page and read it, because everything there matters. It gives you detailed information that you need to know. There's a student quick guide right over here. if you forget how to use Canvas.
Does anybody not know how to use Canvas?
Okay, I'm
They've
sorry.
not been on Canvas.
You go in through ACES. You log into your ACES account. And I can't do that because I'm logged in as Cheryl.
But if you click on the CAS at the top, it may show.
I looked at it, it's not there.
Oh, it's not? Oh, okay.
Well, it's the ACES login page, I guess. This is your ACES login.
Y'all familiar with your ACES
Everybody
login?
know how to log in there?
Yes.
Your ACES login goes right here, and then that will take you to another page, but
Go ahead and log in.
let me see if I can log in.
Well, log in for me.
If I can log in as me, it'll let me.
Okay, there you are. Don't laugh when you hear the bones creaking.
See what options you have to remember.
I don't want to repeat.
Oh, no, that's what I mean. See what you have otherwise.
That's-
Yeah, not now. That should take you.
Okay, here, it's working, it's just working very slowly.
Our system is slow sometimes, as you probably already know.
First week especially.
Refresh.
Going.
I'm still thinking.
Well, one thing, she's in fire
We can
pots, and I
sing
do this.
Kumbaya or something while we're thinking.
I don't do this.
Unit system here.
Mobile SAP. Mobile SAP for the app.
There it is, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so do y'all see
When you get to this page, after you do your login, you're gonna be at
What?
Testing.
at this page, right over here, you're gonna see the word Canvas. Everybody see that? Then you're going to see it again here. Either one of those is a link take you to the Canvas homepage. And I can't do it.
No student.
Put the location where it is, I think.
Yeah,
that's-
All right, any questions about that?
They'll see how to get into it?
All right, that brings you to this page. Or it brings you to that page that had the boxes on it, and then you click on 1291.001 and it brings you to this page. There was one more click in there that I should have done. On this column over here, this is your inbox. Your inbox is very important because that's where I communicate with you from. Every week, with every test, I will communicate with you there. I will tell you, I will give you back your feedback on your test. I will send your test back to you there. If I have a question for you, I will go there. If you have a question for me, if you will send it there, I will see it immediately because this goes to my phone and my iPad, and one of them is always with me.
And you can also do the same for me.
I will
You
see
can
it
talk to me through
almost
that.
immediately, and I will respond to you immediately if I can. If not, I will do it as soon as possible. If there's something I have to look up, it might take me a few more minutes. Okay, that's the inbox within Canvas, not ACES. The other thing you can do is go to your account, and you can update your profile. And in your profile, you can put the email address that you prefer. If you want it to come to your personal email instead of to your ACES email, it gives you that option. I can't access it because I'm in the leave student view, so I can show you that. Okay, we're in here as Ms. Mallon right now. We're going to go to settings. See how she's put a picture in there? You can put a picture in there. Right over here, she has her Alamo. She has her Alamo EDU with a star beside it. That's where her messages go. If you want your messages to go somewhere else, right here you have the option of putting a second email in there, and make sure the star is beside that second email, and any message that I send you will go to that second email. If you have a Gmail account, you can put it in there. If you have a Yahoo account, you can put it in there. If you want it to go to your ACES, you don't have to do anything because that's the default. Everybody understand that?
If we're confusing you, just stop.
Please ask questions. If you want to upload a picture, and I would love for you to upload something besides the little generic body that's on there. It doesn't have to be your personal picture. You can be something that represents you. It can be your eagle. It can be a spur. It can be whatever you want it to be. But put something in there so that it gives me an idea about your personality. All right, that's under account and settings. Profile is where you'd upload the picture. Settings is where you change your email. Okay? Okay, now I'm going to go back to the dashboard. The dashboard is what you see when you first go into Canvas. And all of your classes that have Canvas access will show up there. See, she's got several that have nothing to do with this class. But this class that we're talking about right now has an eagle on it. Okay, so that should be your trigger if you forget the number. Now I'm going to go to the front page. And again, please read all this information that's here. At the bottom of this page, first thing I ask you to do is send me an email in Canvas so that I know you were able to access the class. Okay? Very important that you do that. That way, because I keep a little checklist of who does that, and if I don't get one from you, I'm going to be asking you, did you have problems with Canvas?
And it's okay if you need help.
I have-
First time, it's all right.
I have some information here about who does what in the class. It talks about when the class, how long the class is, and that sort of thing. Who to contact. If you have any questions about Canvas, ask me first. If I don't know, I'll find out, but ask me first. If you have questions about the wiki, you can still ask me, but I may have to go to Ms. Mallon. Ms. Mallon is the person that manages the wiki. I'm the person that manages Canvas. We work together, so either one of us can usually answer your question. But just remember that we may have to go to each other to get the final answer. I have a link right here to the front page of your wiki. She was telling you to always go to the front page. If you're in Canvas, you can do it right there. Okay. I also have a link to the syllabus, and then I have a link to the NCRA Code of Ethics, which you are required to abide by, and their grams, another thing that you are required to be familiar with. All of this is just basic information about the course. Make sure you're familiar with it. Now I'm going to go back and change my settings so that I'm in student view before I go into the actual rest of the assignments.
You guys won't have this option.
No.
You're automatically in
No,
student
you're
view.
going to automatically go here. That's why yours is going to automatically go to this view, which is why I'm showing it to you. One of the things I want to mention right now before I go any further. Wednesday morning at 8:30 in room 300, the test is administered. Whether you come at night or in the daytime, you are welcome to come there to take your test on Wednesday morning if you can. If you have that time available and that option, you can come there, take your test, and it's done. You're not going to have to go through a couple of the steps that I'm fixing to tell you about. If you cannot do that, then you will take it and submit it into Canvas the way I'm fixing to show you how to do.
Any questions about that?
Any questions about that? You are not limited to just doing it on Canvas, the Wednesday test. The Wednesday test, I'm here at 8:30. The room in 300 is open at 8:30. Door locks at 9 o'clock. You have 8:30 to 9 o'clock to do your warm-up, whatever you need to do, get ready. You take the test at 9 o'clock. 9:30, you start your editing process, and you're out of there when you're finished. And you will save a couple of steps. But Canvas is a great way to go. But so is coming and taking it in face-to-face. Right, Cheryl?
That's right.
This is starting week 5 for you guys.
And when you
This
get ready
first
to
4
do
weeks,
the
you're still with
Wednesday
us.
test,
Don't worry about this until week 5.
when you get ready to do the Wednesday test, this sheet, this backside of this sheet, you're going to need to be familiar with. Okay? Now, on to the assignments.
Still need it for Friday test already.
We're going to talk about Friday test too. Grades is where you go to look and see if I've given you credit for doing something. I'm either going to give you a check or an X on all of your assignments. Check means you did it. X means you didn't. You need to strive for checks on all of your assignments. Okay. Now I'm going to look at assignments. Now we go. The first thing you're going to see is this little note right here that says, always sort assignments by type, upper right-hand corner. Okay? The reason it says that is because we don't put dates on your assignments. We sort them by week. And you're going to see them all jumbled up if you don't sort by type. When you click on Show by Type, right here, it's going to put them in order the way you want them to be. Right now, it's got a segment called Documents. That's actually in the Assignments tab. Everything there is informational for the most part. If you need to review the degree and certificate worksheets, they're right there. Click on it and you will see them. This is telling you that there is an app that you can download to your phone or your iPad or both, and your messages will come to your phone or your iPad or both. I believe there's one in both platforms. I'm not sure about all the various platforms. I know there's one in iPhone, and I think there's one in Samsung, but verify that for me. That's just information telling you that. This is a list of the faculty with their various contact information. If you forget who's who, or you need to find somebody and you can't remember who they are, that's there. This is your Eclipse contract. If this is your first time using Eclipse, and if you're in the Eclipse class, Mr. Zarate will probably cover this with you. If you're not in the Eclipse class, this applies to you as well. If it's your first time using Eclipse, you must fill out a contract and get it back to me.
Do you all have Eclipse? Has it been loaded on your machines? Everybody has it? Anybody that doesn't have it? Okay, we'll need to get you loaded.
There is a PDF copy of the contract that you need to download, sign, and then upload it back up into
But they
this
don't have to do that
assignment.
every week, every time, do they?
What?
They don't have to do that every time, do they?
I'm
No.
saying that now. If you have already got it, it's going to expire at some point, and their Eclipse is going to send you a message saying your software is about to, usage is about to expire. Please fill out a new contract or whatever. When you get that message, immediately go here, download a new contract, get it to me, and we'll get it to them.
Show me how to submit the assignment.
I'm fixing to do that.
Okay.
Okay, you download it here, sign, and be aware that you're going to need a scanner. If you don't have a scanner, you're going to need a scanner. And while you're on campus, we can probably help you out with that. But if you're working from home, you need to be able to scan things back into this document. You can download this as a document, I suppose, and fill it out online, but does it have to have a written signature?
No.
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 Okay. Fill it out online and then upload it back as a document file. In order to upload, you're going to submit your assignment right there. And you're going to find it. You're going to say file upload. You're going to browse. You're going to find it. And then when you found it, it's going to be show up down here, and then you're going to do submit. Okay.
Have
And
we
it goes
lost-
straight to her.
Have we lost y'all yet?
Not quite.
Not quite,
Eclipse
okay.
contract. And going back to assignments. And we're going to scroll down to, there's the contract, there's a grading rubric that's very generic and very simple. Read it if you get a chance. There is a video that's very motivational from a guest speaker that we had on campus a couple of semesters ago. Well worth your time to look at. How to save an Eclipse file as a PDF, and Mr. Zarate is going to go over this with you in class. If you're not in class and you need a refresher, look at that. Information sheet. If you have not filled out an information sheet in a couple of semesters, and some of you have never done it, download that and do the same thing that you did with the Eclipse contract. Download it, fill it out, and send it back up to me. There's an opportunity to submit it in that assignment just like there is the other. And I'm kind of going through this quickly because you're going to have time to go through these at your leisure, and I want to get on to the ones that really count in just a few minutes without taking too much more of your time. These are the testing forms. This is a testing form. This is your cover sheet. There's another form in there called an honor code. If you're working and you're submitting a test online, you will include an honor code with your test. If you're on campus, you don't have to do the honor code, but if you are testing and submitting it online, you will submit a cover sheet and an honor code with your edited transcript. And I'm going to get more into that in just a second.
So
Yes,
just
ma'am.
to confirm, we edit, we print, we scan, and we submit what we scan with the honor code and
And the
whatever.
cover.
And the cover sheet.
Correct.
And the cover sheet.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna get
And
to
she'll
that.
let you know if
If
there's
you're
something
new
she's
to state
missing.
building, and some of you, most of you are, read that document. It's got some details on it that I think will help you. Again, the code of ethics from NCRA and the grams from NCRA. And
And what
grams
the
stands
grams
for-
mean is just their standards.
Yeah.
Don't worry too much about it, I'm taking care of that.
Just know that it's there, and they want to know that you have access to it. This is the orientation video from this morning's, and I will do a second one right under that with tonight's video. So they'll be there if you need to go back and see this again. Anything that any of us has said tonight will be there in 3 separate videos. How to do a mock, that's what's on the back side of this page. How to do a PC mock, step by step. The step that you will not have to do if you come on campus is, I'm going to show you this in a minute, the unedited, the assignment number 9 for online submission. You won't have to do all of that. There's some of that you'll get to skip if you're on campus. But I'm going to go over
Do you
that.
guys understand what we talk about when we say mock?
I know, yeah. we
Okay, let
have.
me explain that to you. A mock is simply Okay, a mock is a pretend, okay? So we try to set it up like a pretend test that you would be taking at the state level. So when you get ready to go pass your CSR test, you take a 3-leg test. It's taken in one sitting, and it's a literary, a jury charge, and a Q&A, okay? And so you take it in one sitting, you transcribe it. That's why I said they have the 3 hours to do that. And I was telling you about the girl that got caught with the printer. You have the 3 hours to do that. So the same thing applies to you. You take them like a mock. It's a practice test, okay? And that's what we have on the Wednesdays. You won't have to worry about that until the 5th week. But until that time, we will guide you through that, so you'll be ready and not freaked out about having to take those. You don't have to take them all in one sitting if you do them online. You can take one, but just remember you have that hour to transcribe, and that's all you have. So that's where the honor code comes in. It's not a matter that we don't trust you. It's just you have put down that you understand that you have this time to transcribe the test. That doesn't count submitting it back to us. It just says that you've taken the test, you have edited it, you've prepared it, you've printed it out, you're going to send it back to us, okay? So that's what a mock is. It's just a pretend, but it's to get you ready for sitting for that state test, because we found before we did this that we would just test every day randomly on things, and then when they got up to take the state test, taking 3 at one time was scary. And they didn't have to sit there for 3 hours to do that. They didn't know how to do that. So we devised this mock, and that's what she's talking about. That's what the mock, the PC mock is, just the 3 tests on Wednesday, okay? That eventually you guys will be taking.
They're deep,
But not yet.
That's what the cover sheet's all about.
Yeah, okay?
Question.
Does that
Yes,
help?
sir.
The honor code, we have to turn that in every time we test? Or
Every
just
time you test online and submit it online.
That's kind of an NCRA requirement.
I'm gonna
because
show you that in
They
a
want to
minute.
make sure that you
Okay.
understand and are doing what they're asking you to do.
Here's your practice sheet. That's the log that you're going to keep, and I'm going to show it to you again in a minute because it's right here under documents, but it's also going to be somewhere else. And that's where you're going to record the practice items that Ms. Woodard went over with you the first time, with the first hour. This is a STENED dictionary that Ms. Mallon created a couple of years ago, or a couple of semesters ago, during a Maymaster class. It may or may not be helpful to you. Download it and use it if you want to. It's nothing that's required, but it might be helpful. This again is telling you how, this is another link to the wiki, and telling you how to access it if you need information about it. And it's probably not her updated handout that she gave out today. I'll get that changed. All right, any questions about documents? Documents are not going to go away, but they're going to move. Each week, when I activate the new week, we're in week 1 right now. Week 1 is active. When we are in week 2, I'm going to move the documents and week 1 to the bottom of the page. They're not going away so that you can't get to them. You're just going to have to scroll down the page below, and you may not see anything but it. It'll be down here below week 1, and then it'll always be down at the bottom instead of up at the top. It doesn't go away. This information is always here. You can go back to it as many times as you need to, just like rewatching the videos. Okay? Now we're in week 1. In week 1 is where your actual assignments are. Each week you're going to have a set of assignments that you're going to be responsible for doing, and that's where the checks and the X's come in. You're going to have your sack pack. Your sack pack is going to be there first. You may not see anything but the sack pack until Monday morning, but you're going to see, or maybe even Monday afternoon, but you're going to see the sack pack Friday morning or Saturday morning at the latest. Okay? If you're at home, you can't get up here to pick up a hard copy, you want to print it out, you've got it. It's there. Okay? That's your sack pack. You don't do anything else with that assignment. There is no checker or X that goes with that assignment. That is just where your book is, your sack pack. Then you have your practice log. It says week 1 PR log. You're going to have a PR log for each week, and that's what you fill out as you do the practice assignment that's in your sack pack. Your total hours for the week needs to total 10 minimum. That's not saying you can't do more than 10, but you have to do at least 10. Here's what the page looks like, the assignment. There is instructions here, and this might change periodically. Don't assume that it's the same every week. There might be something that Ms. Woodard asked me to put in there that'll change. So be sure you read the assignment in all of these assignments. There is a copy of the practice log, and it's just a document. You can create your own, or you can use this one. Your choice. We don't really care what it looks like. We just care that we can see that you have done all of the items that are required for practice and that you have a way to total your time so that we can see at the bottom of the page how many hours.
So just to reiterate, what you get in class is not considered practice.
No, it's not.
Okay.
If you're in
This
class,
is your
you're not
practice.
practicing.
This is your practice log for those 10 extra
I'm
hours
gonna-
outside of class.
No,
Okay.
no.
No.
What happened?
I do not like Firefox.
No.
Just saying. Firefox and I are not good friends. I'm trying to show you the practice log. This one is a Word document, the other one is a PDF document. And I will tell you that there are a few people that have discovered that they can laminate this document and use a dry erase pen, fill it out each week, and upload that into the assignment, and then wipe it off and use it again. You know, as long as you've got to have a scanner to do that. And I'd love to show it to you. I'm sure it's pretty.
Can we take a picture of it and upload the picture, or do
I
we-
would prefer that you not upload pictures, because pictures in Canvas come out
crazy.
really ugly.
They come out really ugly for us.
You really need to upload it as a document of some sort. Either, I prefer a PDF,
It comes.
That's the
all
best
kinds of
for me to
colors and
see.
craziness.
and if not a PDF, then you can save it to your computer as a Word document and upload it as a Word document. It really needs to be one or the other, yes.
I got my printer that's wireless and all that for $50 at Walmart.
Yeah, you can buy the all-in-ones real.
So if you attach it or connect it or however it is that you're going to use it, you don't necessarily need to print every time you want to.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct. You can just
Wire.
save it to your computer and upload it from there.
Tomorrow, there it is.
Okay. I don't know why it's so tiny.
Do enable editing. Good.
I know, but I don't want to install updates. Ask me later. But
Can
you
y'all
will
kinda
see
see
that,
that?
that it's just a basic document. Make sure that you have your name on there and the week number. Again, the week number matters in everything that we do, because there are occasions when for some reason you have to submit something late, and I want to give you credit for it, but I need to give you credit in the right week. So be sure you always have the week number on everything that you send to me. It's just got a place for you to put the date and what you did and how much time you spent on it. And if you want to make comments to yourself, those are comments for you. They're not for me. Unless there's something you need to tell me, and if so, you know, you can tell me that. I typically don't read the whole document. Ms. Woodard might go in there and read them every once in a while, but I typically just look at the total hours to make sure that you've come close to what we've asked you to do.
And yes, you may submit things late, even the test. If a condition comes up
That's-
where you cannot
we
take
talked
the
about
test.
that.
Have you already
Just
told them
make
that?
sure they
Okay,
communicate
just
and tell me.
communicate, and we're very gracious people. We really are.
I'm
All
not,
right.
but
Any
they are.
questions,
Well,
any
he's not, but I
questions
am.
about the practice log, how to fill it out? When you get ready to submit it, there's your button, submit assignment. It's just like the other one. They all look the same, every assignment. The submission button looks the same.
Which day? At the end of the week, I guess?
You submit it by Sunday midnight. You have until Sunday midnight to submit everything. I grade nothing until Monday morning. Now, I might occasionally grade the tests that come in on Wednesday, the people that are here on campus, I might grade theirs early, but they don't get the results back any faster than you do if you submit it online. I do that for my own time-saving thing, especially those weeks when she's giving you 15 tests in 1 week. Just kidding.
Well, it is about that.
All right, so any questions about the practice log? Submission of the practice log. You're going to submit it, you're going to download it on Monday and start filling it out. Keeping up with it, starting on Monday. Don't wait till Sunday night to try to figure it out, try to fill it out, because you'll forget something. Every day, what you did, fill it out that day. But don't submit it until Sunday night, or Friday afternoon. If you want to submit it Friday afternoon, you can. But it must be submitted by Sunday night at midnight.
And don't start at 9 o'clock on Sunday.
Now, that's never a good idea. And also pay attention pay attention to your ACES email, because sometimes they do maintenance on Sunday.
Yeah.
And you don't have access to
Yeah.
Canvas. So
I think they
be
caught y'all,
aware.
didn't it, in your registration?
Be aware.
Christopher, didn't that catch you when they did maintenance on the,
Oh, yeah.
on the system?
But they will always send out an email in ACES and tell you. And if I catch it, I'll try to remind you. But if I miss it, it's on you. Okay. Okay.
happens.
Next assignment. If you're taking, and I'm going to go over this real fast because y'all are not going to do it for now. The majority of you, those of you who are going to do it from now, need to hear it. If you are at 60 or above, you're going to be doing this starting Wednesday. The first assignment that says week 1 PC mock notes and unedited. You will have either 1 or 2 uploads. If you can combine files as in PDF, that'd be fine. You can combine your notes, your steno notes, and your unedited transcript. I need to see both of those things in this assignment. Your steno notes, just like you finish with them. When you finish the take, you upload your steno notes. If you do all 3 tests at once and you want to make 1 upload, that's fine. If you want to do 3 uploads or 6 uploads, that's fine too. You can upload as many times as you need to. You are not limited. It's going to put a timestamp each time you upload. So I can look at that timestamp and I can see what time you uploaded your unedited transcript, and I can know how long you spent editing when we get to the next assignment. Okay? This is the whole purpose of this. I'm not going to read your notes. I'm not going to read your transcript. I want to see that you uploaded it. I want to see the time that you uploaded it. And that Canvas does that automatically. You don't have to stress over where it is. I know what time you upload.
Y'all understand that when you get to do this on Canvas, it's important that you upload those notes, because that tells us when you finished with your test.
Because remember that 3 hours that we told you about? That's where this comes into
not in
play.
your 3 hours of editing.
Okay, that is the assignment that says notes and unedited. There's your submit button. You can submit more than once. So if you want to submit your notes first and then your transcript, that's okay. If you want to submit your literary, notes and then transcript, jury charge, notes and then transcript, testimony, you can do that. You can have 6 uploads. You can have 1 upload. Your choice. But trust me, it's going to be faster if you have 1.
Can I clarify something?
So-
So
Yes.
you're saying once you do your steno notes and your
Once you
unedited
take the
transcript,
test and you've done the test.
you just immediately.
Immediately, before you start editing.
Okay.
Before you start, this is before you've even considered editing. And that time stamp that's going to show up on Canvas is when your editing time starts. You're also going to mark your time on your cover sheet for each piece.
Did you have a question?
Yes, so you would go from your steno machine and save what you did onto your computer and then upload it to that?
Correct.
Okay.
That's one way. The
What-
other way
first-
is
One
once
way,
you're done testing, you can print it out and you can write on it, this is unedited.
No, that's editing. You're not going to write on it yet.
You're not gonna write
You're not going to write on
Okay,
it
then I
yet.
was doing it completely wrong.
You're not going to write on
I
it
will
yet.
send it to you.
You're- This one, you're not going to write anything on, so you don't need to print this one out.
Oh, okay, okay.
This one you can directly upload from your computer, and Mr. Zarate will show you how to do that if you don't know, because
So this is just
this is just
so that you know how much time we spent editing.
editing, correct.
So we take our test, we submit our
Right.
notes,
And then you start
and then we
editing.
edit, and then we
And
submit
we're
the
going to talk about
edited.
editing in the next assignment. This assignment has no editing. This assignment does not need a cover sheet, does not need any writing on it whatsoever. It just needs you to upload when you have finished all 3 legs of the test. All 3 legs, get that? Okay? When you have finished all 3 parts of the test, then you're ready to start editing, upload. Now, if you do leg 1, if you do literary and then edit, then you're going to have to do that one, and then you're going to have to go and do your editing, and then come back to this assignment and do your jury charge. You can do that for now. When you get up to the higher speeds, you won't be able to do that, but for now, you can do one piece at a time.
Okay, you don't have to do them all at once.
You have 1 hour with each test. You have 1 hour for literary, 1 hour for jury charge, 1 hour for testimony. The advantage to doing all 3 of them at the same time is that you have a total of 3 hours to do all 3 of them. So if you finish literary real fast, you've got a little extra cushion in there to work on jury charge. Don't tell Mr. Hopkins or Ms. Woodard that I told you that.
Oh, no, we'll say that too.
I'm kidding.
Now, that's if you do all 3 together, though.
That's if you
If you do
upload all
it
3
individually,
of them as
you don't
one
get to carry
document.
time from one night to the next night.
Correct.
Okay, it's
Correct.
only if you do all 3.
That's what makes it an advantage to do all 3 at one time. Okay, you have a total of 3 hours, but if you're separating your test, it's only 1 hour per test.
And we will revisit this when it gets.
Absolutely.
We're going to revisit it all the time.
Absolutely.
So please,
Daily if you need to.
if you don't catch it all
Daily
tonight,
if you need
please
to. And
don't
this
stress.
video is going to be online. I'm going to be available. Ms. Woodard's available. Whoever's doing your nighttime dictation can help you with it. All right, any other questions about notes and unedited? All right, we've finished our notes and unedited. We've uploaded them. We're now ready to edit our documents. We're going to go back to assignments. And we're going to go to week 1, PC mock edited. Here, you've got instructions. That's this page that I gave you a handout on. If you're online and you're not here to get the handout, it's right there. Or if you lose it, it's right there. You will upload your complete PC mock plus your cover sheet and honor statement here. Your cover sheet I have given you a copy of. There's another copy of it right there in case you lose it. Or if you need to download it, you know, whatever. If you want the convenience of it being right there, it's right there. This is the Code of Honor. The Code of Honor, hopefully will open and let me look at it. Is a document that you need to sign and date. You can date it on the computer. You can type your name in on the computer. I'm okay with that. You don't have to download it, print it, sign it, and scan it. You can save it to your computer, but make sure that you change the date and you know, your name won't change, but be sure you change the date and the week every week. Okay.
If you don't have Adobe Acrobat Reader,
Yeah.
you can download a file called cutepdf.com, and it will give you the ability to create a PDF file.
See, what you're saying here is, on my honor, I pledge that I have neither given nor received help on this assignment. Your assignment is going to be
Your test.
your PC or PC mock, whatever you want to call it, your test, if you want to call it that, week 1. Week 1 PC would be fine. Week 2 PC would be fine. I want to know the week number. Then you're going to sign it, and then you're going to date it. The week number and the date need to change each week. And then you, like I said, you can keep it on your computer and use the same form over and over again, as long as you remember to do that. And it also will be uploaded. And again, if you've got the ability to combine files, you can send this as one upload. If you don't have the ability, then you're gonna have to do each page separately as an upload, and that can take some time. But this is where you edit your document. You have uploaded your notes and unedited, and your time starts. Now you've got 3 hours to go back and edit your document, make any changes you need to make, and follow the guidelines back here for how to do it. Make any changes that you need to make to your document, fix it, get it as neatly as you can, and then print it out, look at it, listen to it again, mark any errors that are still there. Those are the errors that count against you, not the errors that you fixed.
They have not counted their own errors,
I
right?
understand that, but some of the people
In
in
that
here
class, you all?
have.
Yes.
Oh, you have? I didn't know y'all were doing your own.
Some people have, maybe not all, but some have. A couple of these people have done well. Any questions about that assignment?
So I know you said these are due on Wednesday, they're due on Wednesday? or-
No, they're available on Wednesdays. The test itself, the Wednesday test itself, is what Ms. Mallon showed you under the test column on the wiki. You go there, you find your speed, you take your test. Then you come to Canvas and do all of this other stuff. That's where you submit it to me. It is due to me, if you're doing it online, it is due into Canvas by midnight Sunday of this week, of the current week, whatever week we're working in. It will be available on the wiki Wednesday morning. Ms. Woodard puts it on the wiki, and it's available Wednesday morning. Anytime between Wednesday morning and Sunday midnight, you can go in there and take your test and do these two assignments. The notes and unedited and if any of you, before you get to this reality, if y'all want to practice this first 4 weeks, I'm okay with that. You know, I'm okay with that.
And we'll give you directed practice, we'll do that.
That's no problem. I mean, you know, I don't know what's going to be there as far as a 40 test is concerned, but she showed you how to turn down the speed on the wiki.
On practice, but not the test.
No, but for this first 4 weeks, the ones that are still at 40,
Yeah.
if they wanted to practice, they could do that.
Sure. I
If
think
you don't,
that's what I
if you
said,
don't get a
practice,
chance
not
to
the
get,
test.
if you get it, you know, she may find some
I'm
40
gonna
tests
find
to
some
give
for
you.
you.
If she does, then don't change the speed.
We'll do that all.
Questions about those two assignments? Those are the critical assignments each week. Now, I've got one more assignment to talk about. So if you have questions, let me know. Okay, we're going to go back to assignments. And you're going to love this one. It's the easy one. This is your Friday test. Your Friday test is going to be available Friday morning.
Well, sometime Friday, I'm not so sure.
Okay,
it'll be Friday
sometime
morning, but
Friday,
it'll be
you're gonna
Friday.
have a Friday test. All I want uploaded for the Friday test is your cover sheet, your honor statement, and your edited test. Those 3 things. And it's only gonna be one leg of the test. That's why I said you're gonna love it. You're not gonna have to do the notes and unedited on this one. I want your cover sheet, your honor statement, filled out. Now, this time your cover sheet is only gonna have one of these sections filled out. But I want the top filled out, I want, you know, everything that applies needs to be filled out. Your honor code needs to be filled out with each upload. Your cover sheet needs to be accompanying each upload. But then just your edited test. Just your edited test. Write that down. I don't need notes and unedited for this test. I'm trusting you that you took an hour to do that test.
And only,
And you're telling me on your cover sheet that you took an hour or less on that test. You're signing an honor code saying that you took, no, you didn't cheat. Okay? Questions about the Friday test. It's also due at midnight Sunday. You can upload it, you can take it Friday morning or whenever she gets it available and upload it Friday afternoon. That's fine. You can upload Saturday. You can upload whatever day you have it finished, but make sure that it's uploaded by Friday.
no,
Sunday.
I mean Sunday, sorry.
Monday night.
Sunday night at midnight.
So I can take all my tests on a daily basis on the date that they're due. I can process them according like you're saying, and maybe scan them and then turn them all in at my convenience on Sunday, so long as they all have the dates and hours and everything accordingly.
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
As long as you've given me the correct information on your cover sheet, yes, you can upload
Per
everything.
test.
Yes, you can upload everything on Sunday. That's fine. Or you can upload it as you do it. That's fine too, whichever works best for you. That's the beauty of doing things online. Questions?
So if you decide to do the Friday one and the Wednesday and you upload them all at one time on Sunday, do you have to give an honor code for each one?
Yes,
No. I'm going to say no because you're going to put one honor code, but you're going to put 2 cover sheets.
Okay.
I'll accept that. Is that all right with you?
it's fine.
I'll accept 1 honor code per upload. How's that?
Okay.
I'm really not concerned so much about your honor code.
I'm not either, but it's something
it's a
that we are doing to satisfy NCRA. And, you know, if you cheat, you're cheating yourself. You're not cheating us.
And I can tell you how to
May
cheat.
sound like a silly question.
No, there are no silly questions.
Y'all know you
Don't
can
give me
cheat.
that
Test
indication.
on Wednesday,
No, you
which
can.
is going to start the 5th week. Am I?
The 5th week on Wednesday, you will have a Wednesday test.
Yes.
But as I said, if you want to do the week 1 test, it's going to be there this Wednesday, you can.
I know this Friday, we're going to have a test.
Uh-huh.
It's a silly question, but
No.
do we have to take it sometime Friday?
No.
Or we have, no.
You have from Friday until Sunday midnight.
Okay, so are you,
Any questions? Any other questions? There are no silly
no, there's
questions.
no dumb questions.
Why doesn't everything go Wednesday? I just don't understand the difference.
Question, say it again?
Why doesn't everything go on Wednesday? I don't understand the difference between Wednesday and Friday.
The Wednesday test is 3 parts. It has a literary piece, a jury charge piece, and a testimony piece. That is always going to be your real test. All of these other tests, the Friday test and the test splits that she's going to give you every 4 weeks, are extra tests to give you an extra shot at passing your speed. They're not going to all be there on Wednesday. If you want to take them all, well, they won't all be there. The Friday test won't be there till Friday.
But we do have to take the extra Friday.
Correct. It is an
Yeah,
assignment. You
let
are
me,
responsible for every assignment.
yeah, let me clarify this. If we're going to give you the test and give you the opportunity to pass more tests and to have more tests, they're not optional. You have to take them. Okay?
Because your whole purpose in taking a test is to move up to the next speed.
If not,
The
we'll
Friday
go,
test counts the same as the Wednesday test in that regard. If you pass the Friday test,
It
but you
counts.
didn't pass the Wednesday test, the Friday test
It
will
counts.
count for that week. You have to pass each speed twice, and it will count as one.
when you get more into this, you'll appreciate this, I think. Right now, I know you're on information
Overload.
overload, and I can tell by looking at your eyes that you are, and that you just really are not quite sure if this is going to work for you or not. It will, and trust me, I am the biggest mama eagle there is, so I'm not going to let you fail. I'm not going to let you fail. We'll be here to help you and guide you through it. Yes, ma'am.
Mentors, when can we get those in?
Oh,
How do we
yes.
get that?
That's a whole nother issue, and that will be a Tanya issue that we'll deal with. I can't tell you when they'll be able to assign mentors, but you will. You'll get a mentor, okay? But let's go back on this testing thing just a little bit, because I know you kind of look like you're a little overwhelmed. And it sounds like a heck of a lot of junk, right? It does. And you're thinking, how am I going to work? How am I going to manage my family? How am I going to do all this?
They're not existent anymore.
Well, you know what? What? You don't sleep is what? No. No, it's really going to work okay, and you're going to see what you've been right now, or up to this point, is you've kind of been coddled, okay? Because we've given you the dictation, a little bit of dictation in class, just a little bit. You haven't had much, and then we test and you transcribe, right? Okay, well, that's cheating you on some dictation, and it's not that he was doing it to cheat you. We wanted to bring you into this easily, like I said a while ago, because it was just a 10-week kind of interim kind of thing. Some of you were not here with us for the summer, so you didn't get that little extra coddling. So this is why we're going to go the first week, the first month, and we're going to continue to coddle you along a little bit on these tests to help you. But each time we're going to push you where you can learn to do that. And a teacher will be here that knows how to do this. So you will never have to worry about it right at first. And then you're not going to have to worry about it. Okay, what is required every week is that you are, or what we owe you every week is 16 weeks of testing. That's really all we owe you. Okay, so, and that's fine. That means you take one literary, you take one jury chart, you take one testimony a week. So that's all we really owe you. All right, so the problem comes is if you're right there on the cusp and you're just ready to pass into something else, and say lit is your horrible thing. You hate lit. I hate lit. You hate lit and you're not good at it. And so it's taking you forever to get those lits, okay? Well, if you only have 16 of them during the semester, do you see how that could be very discouraging? You can turn that off if you want to.
It wasn't this.
Okay. It can be very discouraging to only have 16, for the whole semester.